I'm gonna wait for more people to join. Sorry, I'm eating a peppermint, by the way. Uh-oh. I knew you would be the first one to come. Oh my god, you're always here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to join and then I'm gonna get into this. It says it's only like 2 people here. But if you hear, say hey. All right, well, I'm gonna just jump into it. Oh my god, you made it. I know the time zones is weird, so I was like, oh my goodness, I hope she can make it. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna just jump into this thing because oh, you too. Ah. Okay. So I was gonna do a video, but there's like a lot of pictures and graphics that I would have had to include in that during the editing process. Mm-mm, that wouldn't have been it. So I also kind of want to kind of have like a discussion with other fans on the whole challenge and everything and how it was for everyone. So I was like, why don't I just do a live? Like what? So basically, I'm here to talk about the Thriller Challenge. If you don't know, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know, or y'all, the 4 people up in here. Thank you. Um, a lot of y'all know. Basically, the challenge was to get the Thriller song onto the Billboard Hot 100 in the number 1 spot for the first time ever. The song never hit number 1. Um, it's my new friend. Oh my gosh. Hey. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get into all that in just a bit because oh man, this is so nice. It's like a little reunion. But yeah, so the song never hit number 1. Surprisingly, you would have thought it did considering the short film was so big and like it's just um it's like a big part of history, not even music history, like dance, or not even just music history, I'll say. Um, dance, like film, and just all that. So I was very shocked to find out that it never reached number 1, as a lot of people were. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Hey, is this Dexter? I've been wondering. But I don't know. I don't know if this is you or not. But I feel like it is. Yeah. I'm gonna get into all that. It's pretty disappointing. But yeah. So that was the whole point of the challenge. And like I think from the beginning of October, they were really like hmm. They're really like, kind of rolling it out. Not necessarily like officially, but they were kind of like, getting us prepared for it. Um, like they were telling us kind of like what to do, how to stream, what platforms we could stream on. Um, you wish you seen this earlier? Oh, why? So yeah, they were like basically just telling us all that type of stuff, and as like things went on and further, they like found out more about how to stream, what to do, what the rules were, what counted, what didn't count. um kind of like what you were supposed to do while streaming and all that. And so a lot of that information was like shared on Twitter. So I was like on Twitter, like, like crazy or whatever, trying to stay on top of all this because I'm like, okay, what is this? In the beginning, like from the beginning of the month, I was just playing the album, like here and there. I'm like, I don't know, this is Michael. Oh, let me stream Thriller. It's 40th anniversary. Let me kind of boost the album streams in general. I'll play it when I was like washing dishes at work and everything like that. And then, when I found out about the challenge, I was like playing the song on mute and repeat, like on a loop. And I found out you can't even do that because they'll see it as bot behavior and they won't count your streams. And I was just like, oh, snap. Like, I'm already messing up. They really did plan it out to a T. Yeah, they started like rolling out the web page and everything. I think it was like October 15th when they rolled it out, and they had like all those resources on there. It was like awesome. I was like, oh my goodness, you guys were like there. It was so like easy to understand. Personally for me, like they just made it easy. They had everything listed right there. You didn't even have to like call radio stations if you didn't want to. You could just, they had like a pre-written tweet for you. And like if you wanted to call, all you had to do was click it and then the number would pop up in your phone app and you can just, dial it up. Hey, Gadget. Oh my goodness, I'm glad you can join us. So yeah, that was pretty much kind of how it like started rolling out. I can't remember the lady's name behind it, but I found out who it was. Like the one who initially had the idea to do this. Oh Lord. Don't give me a second. Okay. I got that fixed. So yeah, I'll find it and then I'll let you guys know who it was that kind of initiated the whole idea of it all. Eventually, as time got closer to it. Oh no, you're not late. I've only been on here for 8 minutes. Literally just started. You're not late. Yes. That part, it was very professional. This was fan driven, and then we also had the awesome support of the family and everything like that. The Jacksons had Taj from the beginning, he knew about it, and then I'm assuming the Jacksons started know about it. Okay, I had a feeling. All right, but yeah, they started posting about it and we were just like, what? The Jacksons is like, they're really posting about it and everything. Like we were freaking out. TJ and Francis, they started kind of like endorsing it and everything. All the 3T brothers posted about it. Siggy, Prince was like, really, anytime he could get the chance, I swear that dude was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to do this thing called the Thriller Challenge. And then he was just like, basically promote it and everything. It was just the coolest thing ever. And the whole time we were like, okay, is the estate gonna do anything? Like, are they gonna post anything about it? Because I'm like, this is huge. This would be nice if the estate could give us that boost, considering that millions of people follow the official Michael Jackson page and everything. And I also had the idea, I know like on the official Michael Jackson website, they have like a email list you can sign up for. They could have like pushed it out there, like in the email thing, like, oh yeah, it's a fan driven thing, helping us out and everything like that. But they never really happened. Ironically, I think the first day that it kicked off, or one of the first days, they had did a ghost short film promo tweet, or like not tweet, but like post. And we were all like, can y'all promote Thriller? Like it was just so like complete opposite of what we were trying to do. Eventually, they had posted something Thriller related, and then they used the hashtag Thriller challenge at the end of it, but they didn't like go into detail what it was. Um, so yeah, we really didn't get much estate help, but it was for what it was. What we did for it to be fan driven and everything, amazing. Like everybody worked hard. So basically, for me on the first day, it wasn't even like midnight here yet. It was still 11 p.m. But I know like a lot of people live on the East Coast. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to host like a streaming party to kind of kick it off. A handful of people were in there. I want to say like maybe 5 people were in there. And I kind of had it go until like, um, we really did. We did. And big shout outs to us because it took a lot. It took a lot of work. Um, Yeah, so I had like a 5-hour playlist. Yeah, there was um I think the hard thing is like where I got a lot of my information was like I said Twitter and like looking at Injustice for Some cuz she did a really good job like constantly keeping us updated with her tweets and all that. So I would like check her page routinely, and that's really how I kind of figured it all out. And I would try to like share it to like Instagram and videos and all that stuff. Started streaming Thursday. Like I said, I was streaming like the whole start of the month. I think maybe even in September. I can't even remember. But I was doing I was doing a lot of streaming, and then my friend was like, actually, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Miss Scarlett O'Hara. She was like, no, don't start doing it yet. And I'm like, I just can't wait. I need to start now. But she said, your playlist got me through my flight to LA. So thank you so much. Of course. Of course. I'm glad it helps you get through. So yeah, speaking of playlists, the way they made us set the playlist up was like I said, I thought you could have the song on loop in the beginning. They said you couldn't do that. So they were like suggesting that we made like playlists, and even with the playlist, there were a lot of rules. So they would like have the Thriller song, put 2 songs in between, then Thriller again, and 2 songs in between, kind of like that continuous pattern going on. And they had like a couple playlists on that web page as well. I had created one and I modified it as I like figured out what the rules were because we couldn't even have the playlist be all MJ. It had to be like some other artists. So I was throwing in some Janet songs, I was throwing in some Latoya songs, some Jermaine, Marlon, trying to like, make it not look weird or suspicious or anything like that. Um yeah, thank you to those fans, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have known. I would have been completely out of the loop. I would have been lost. I probably would have been doing it wrong completely as well. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much like the first night where it kicked off. I kind of wanted to party with folks. It wasn't not a lot of people joined, but I was like, oh well, let's get in the streams. Um, so like I said, I was kind of like promoting it and trying to do it on Instagram. I know I did 2 videos where I talked about it. It was one of them was like in my Jackson's updates news video, and then the other one I did a completely separate video for it because I was like, there is a lot of confusion because I know like international fans, they felt like they couldn't participate simply because we were trying to get it on a US chart, but they could. So I was like, y'all, everyone can do this. Like I was really trying to like, clear up any confusion. But the first day, like in the morning, we're all oh. Oh no, they did. Yeah, there was some other things like on the first day, where it was 12 a.m. East Coast time. I know somebody tried to purchase a single off of Amazon, and their like receipt was like showing that it was still October 27th when it was really supposed to be like October 28th because that's when the challenge started. And we were like, hold on, how is it like still showing for October 27th? And then we realized, oh, Amazon headquarters is in the West Coast. It's still a day behind over there. So it was so much that went into this and like different details that you had to like pay attention to and all that. Um so sorry, I have like my notes here because I have a lot of stuff that I wanted to cover. Um so yeah, I think I ended up purchasing the song later that day to ensure that, or maybe the next day, to ensure that it wasn't like a day behind or whatever. And that night they started doing like the station head streaming parties. The station head streaming party was literally like the highlight of the whole thing for me and a lot of fans. Um, I was literally like, I had like throughout work I was streaming. I had like a little earbud in or whatever, and I was, listening to the streaming parties and stuff like that. And the first night, I think the host was close to midnight. She was really awesome. She was really nice. We got to hear from Injustice for Some. Her name is AJ, by the way, and it was just really nice. It was like a 5 hour thing. They did it for 5 hours every single day throughout the challenge, and um, like eventually I got off of work and it was still going. So we were kind of chatting in the comments and stuff, getting to know one another. The next day it was on a different platform. It was called the Renaissance app. And those two, the concept is still the same to kind of boost streams, but it's a bit different. On Station Head, you have a host that's playing the music. And once you connect it to your premium Spotify or Apple Music account, and you like tuned into the show, it'll start playing the music and your streams and everybody else is in there. It counted. So let's say there was 50 people in there, so that would count for 50 streams for like one song playing. It was just really cool. And then the fact that we could listen together and kind of talk and get to know one another. The Renaissance app, it only connected to Spotify, and it would like kind of tell you what to play, like what the host said. So there was a girl who was also a really big help throughout this. Her name was Nippy MJ on Twitter, and they call her the streaming queen because she knows like all the information about streaming and all that. And she was hosting a party. She had like a Thriller Challenge playlist that she had, and we were playing it off of that. And it kind of like ranked you by how many streams you did. I'm still a little confused on how it's working, but yeah, that's pretty much how that worked. And you can also comment in there. And then you also had a goal. The goal was to get 10,000 streams, but I don't even think we made that. I think we only made, ooh, I can't even remember how many streams we made. It might have only been in the 2000s. So that was pretty much like for the second day. And the third day we went back on Station Head and it was the same host. And we kind of started getting to know one another even more, cracking jokes, kikiing and whatnot in the comments. And I don't know, it just started getting like really fun and stuff like that. The host was like really, really, really nice. And she was like one of my favorite people that I met during that whole thing. Um you had to like hook up your Spotify or your Apple Music to like Station Head for the streaming party. But on the Renaissance app, it was just the Spotify account. Yeah, Jennifer was there. She knows. Like we were in there all day for hours. It was crazy. And then Scarlett O'Hara, she was in. She actually went to Thriller Night, so she was trying to stream and like enjoy her experience in LA and everything like that. So that was a lot right there for her. I know. Um, But we really put in work for that. So like day 4, we had this one host from, it's called Pop Wrapped. Y'all might recognize the account on Twitter. It's like verified, and they're like big supporters of Michael and everything. And he basically was the host. He goes by Thriller 40 on Station Head. And um he was like, I liked his energy. He was like really cool. And I can't stand you. Nah, because you would have clown on the Jerry curls. Nah, I know you. Nobody was safe with them Jerry curls and you. Yeah. I slept with the stream on and spent all day streaming. Me too. Me too. Like I had I had my phone going. I think at the most I had a tab open on YouTube because there was like some Thriller Challenge YouTube playlists. I had like my computer going. I had Apple Music going on my computer. I might have had Spotify going on my computer. And then I also had it going on my TV. It was a lot. Like it was crazy, like all at once. um yeah, they was cutting up in the station head parties. But it was crazy. It was a lot. I know, God, somebody had like made 10 different accounts because you had to make separate accounts in order to buy different versions of the singles on iTunes and stuff like that. I was like, whoo, y'all are dedicated. I thought I was doing a lot, but like people were like, they were like really, really going hard for this. Um, so by like day 5, so we started Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, no, no. What day was that? I don't even remember. Hold on, now I'm thinking. I'm trying to think who the host was. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, can y'all still hear me? Because it's like saying my Wi-Fi is like unstable. I don't know if it's still working or not. But one of them days, we had this like really cool host. I feel like it was on like Halloween. He was really cool. He was from Infectious Groove podcast. And I don't know, like he would like talk about each song before he went into it and like the different meanings it had for him. And that was okay, thank you. Thank you. That was really cool. That was like one of my favorite nights. And then they started like playing Man in the Mirror. They were playing like, I think Heal the World. And we would like put candles in the chats and stuff like that. And we were like virtually dancing and stuff. But it got to the end and he was like, "This is my favorite song. It means a lot to me," and stuff like that. And he kind of gave like what it meant to him. And it got me thinking about the song in a different perspective, actually. It was like really cool. And he ended the night off with that song and stuff like that. It was so nice. And everyone in the comments were just really, really nice. One of my friends, her bank called her because they thought it was fraud. Mine didn't do that. Mine didn't do that. And I low key am like, I don't even think I should be glad about it because why wasn't y'all watching my back? Why weren't y'all watching my back? I bought like 12 or 13 different versions of the Thriller like single. So like the 2003 edit, the Essential Michael Jackson one, the one from the History album, like disc one, the one from the Thriller album, the one just Thriller 25. It was all different versions. And my bank did not at once alert me. I'm like, y'all not even watching my back. I wonder how many of us were doing it because some stupid fans were acting funny and didn't want to stream because they didn't want the estate making money. I saw somebody had tweeted to me and they had said something crazy. And I was like, this is a good moment. Y'all not about to ruffle my feathers. Block, hide, reply, keep it pushing. Because we were being set up by, I even think there were people who was like within the like fan or community and stuff like that. It was it was just really shady. I think they were trying to stream Monster Mash like crazy to kind of like boot us to the bottom. Like Halloween was like our biggest peak on iTunes, and I think Thriller had got the one on the regular album had got to like number 7, which is ironic. If you know, you know. Let me not. And then the 2003 edit was the next biggest one on there, and it got to number 12. That was iTunes peak for it. But like early morning, November 1st, like 1 a.m., I saw on Twitter that the song went number 1 on Apple Music, which actually I don't even know why I don't have this stuff up, because I was talking about putting the pictures up there. Yeah, the song went number 1 on Apple Music. And I was like freaking out. I was like, what? Like we did that? Like we really did that? And I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm sitting there in disbelief. And I was just thinking like, yo, like we really did this. Like we got it to, number 1 on Apple Music and everything. And I was just like, yo, like if Michael was here, he would be so happy to see that he would be so happy to see that we're coming together to do this. And like, I don't know, doing this, getting along and everything like that. Of course, we had people trying to sabotage, like I said, but for the most part, it was so nice. Yeah, I think Pop Bass tweeted about it, and then I forgot the other chart Twitter, but I was just like, oh my goodness. And like I had no one to tell because all my friends were like sleep and stuff like that. I'm just like up by myself, like, oh my goodness, like we really did this, like freaking out and stuff. Marlon body roll. Yeah, there was a lot of Marlon appreciation in the station head parties. And I appreciate that because Marlon deserved more love. So by the next day, it was day 6. And Melly for Justice, she go by Melly for Justice on Twitter and Station Head. She was another awesome host. Like she was real. Oh gosh, she's just so cool. She ended up, I don't know how they got Taj on there, but Taj actually joined us that day. And that's when I was like, y'all better join. Like, come on, join. Like, let's do this. Like, because they were trying to get it to like 100 people that night. And so I was like trying to tell everybody I know. I put like a little bootleg short on the on like my YouTube channel. It didn't have no music. I didn't know how to work it. I did not know how to do it. I was just like, y'all better come on, join this party. We're trying to get to 100 people because 150 streams of the song is one single sale for that song. So sales count more than streams, obviously, but we were just trying to get as many people as we could. Yeah, and they were also, I didn't even know they were selling like the short film versions of them. I was like, hold on, what? Yeah, my bank didn't have my back either. My bank did not have my back. Right? Yeah, I think at the end of the day, like as much as we don't, one thing that this challenge has taught me, as much as we can't stand, how the estate maybe ran and everything like that, I could go on for days about how they need to do better. I think at the end of the day, what was important is that, when Michael charts, they see him. They don't really see his estate. They'll see his legacy. Um, okay, that makes sense because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. That makes a lot of sense. I wish they had options available for the computer. But I was trying to get the word out as much as I could. um, but yeah, um, I think the most important thing is like, when everybody else, the world sees him chart, they see him. They don't really think about his, estate. They think about, oh, his music, his art, his legacy, and stuff like that. So that's why, as like I said, as much as we wanted the estate to be on there and be on board with us and supporting us through this, I mean, we got to do what we got to do. Like someone said best, I always say this. I forgot who said it, but somebody said it. They said it is up to us. We keep his legacy alive, not them. It's us that do it. We are the consumers. We're the ones who, listen to the music and everything like that. It's us. So it was really cool when Taj was on there that night because, um, yep, that's it right there. uh we got to hear from him, and he like was sharing stories about seeing the short film for the first time. He talked about I think that day Starlight had just got announced. Starlight had just got announced, and he was like, oh yeah, I remember hearing Starlight for the first time, and my uncle Michael has said that this is what it sounds like now, but it's going to be something completely different. And he wouldn't tell him what it was. And then he said the first time that he saw the Thriller short film, he was scared. As a lot of people were, I was scared. I was like, what in the devil is this? What am I watching? I was like super young at the time too. And it terrified me, especially at the end when he turned around and his eyes was yellow. I was like, sir, what are you doing? So he also said that, oh, another funny thing is that so he basically, like, long story short, Catherine, she's Jehovah's Witness, so she doesn't like, celebrate holidays, and she doesn't even do like Mother's Day. So Michael held this kind of like celebration for her. Instead, it wasn't really like Mother's Day or something, but I think something to honor her. So they made the kids do like the Thriller dance or something in front of the whole family. I'm like, oh my goodness, like I could just imagine them kids. He said, it's one thing to do the dance, but to do it in front of your family, they could be some big critics. And I was just like, oh, bro, that's funny. Like, could you imagine the Jacksons making them kids do that? Um, a cool thing about it is he said that I think right before he got on the air, Catherine had called and or he had just talked to her, and she said, oh, are they still doing like the whole challenge and everything like that? She was like, are they still streaming? Are they still going? So to know that Catherine was like on board for, I was like, yeah, we really got to do this. Like, we have to do it. We really have to get this, and we really have to, get this chart at number one and everything like that. The fact that she told us to keep going and everything, though, like that was nice. And for the rest of the stream, Melly would play like a song, and then she would ask Tosh some questions. He talked about his documentary and everything like that. He also would like, you could request songs to be played. He requested this one song, and this part stands out to me because the song was good. It was called "That's How Love Goes." I think that's what it's called, and it was like the Jacksons Live at the Forum. That's the album that it was from. And I was like, hold on, Taj. Like I know a lot of Jackson stuff and music, but I didn't know about this. And like Jermaine was like singing lead and everything, and he was playing bass at the same time. Tito was playing guitar. I was like, this is fire. Um, and then at the end, he like kind of wanted to end it off on leave a message with us. So he requested the song Power Love by 3T and kind of like what the song meant for them and the whole Dee Dee Jackson Foundation and all that. But it was just so nice to have him on there and that, he was there supporting us and with us with it and everything like that. He didn't stay the whole time. I think we partied for maybe an hour. I can't remember exactly how much longer, but like I said, it was just so nice to be in there and I don't know, be with other fans and because we can't all meet in person like that and everything. So it was kind of like our little, virtual party and stuff. I was 3 when it came out and hooked ever since. Oh wow, that's cool. You remember that? I don't think I remember much when I was 3. I would have I would have broken down in front of the family. I get that they say it's not the best they do is dirty, but at the end of the day, anything they put out has MJ's name on it. If it fails to the world, MJ failed, and I ain't with that. Yeah, see, I can see it with both ways. If they like put out something or do something weird, that has Michael's name attached to it. People gonna see Michael. But also, like I was saying, like you guys are saying, um, they'll see Michael's legacy and stuff like that. They'll see, oh, Michael's number one, or this album went number one and everything like that. So yeah, very true. It, I don't know. I just have many thoughts on them, but that's for a different time. So like, oh, the thing I forgot to mention is that the guy from ooh Pop Rapped Thriller 40 on Station Head. He had did like these overnight streaming parties, like just all nighters and everything. And so when we would be in like done with Melly for Justice's streaming party, he would start his up and it was kind of like the after party we called it, and we would go over there and like, act a fool, virtually dance and whatnot. And you leave it on all night if you wanted to. You could do like I don't know, just be in there. Sometimes we would talk. People would like be like, "I'm going to sleep," and we'd be like, "Okay, bye." They played Thriller, and I took the floor. I was 5. Oh snap! Please tell me you got home video footage of that. I would love to see that. Yeah, I was about 4 or 5 when I first saw it. The last day it was. What happened? The last day was like the big day because Melly for Justice was on there again, and this time like they announced earlier who the special guest was, and I was wondering if they were going to bring him on there, and they were like, yeah, Prince is going to be the special guest tonight and he was going to join us on Station Head. So I'm like, y'all better end this out with a bang. So I'm telling everybody like, yo, get in here, like, Prince is going to be the special guest. We're trying to like boost the numbers so we can get more streams. I think I put on my community tab on YouTube. I put on Instagram and everything like that. Twitter, just trying to get the word out and all that. And I think that night we had the biggest turnout. At one point we had like, I think it peaked at 150, 60 people in there. It was like massive. The comments was like going fast. And yes, Prince. I'm about to rave about Prince in a minute. It was like a big reunion. It was crazy. Like people that I had known previously, like, people that I met like maybe on like Instagram, YouTube and stuff like that. Um People that I watched on YouTube, like Moonwalking Kingdom, um MJ Fangirl, Gadget Trish, I Love the Jackson Family. Uh, MJ Book Club made it in there. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so cool. It was just like, oh man, it was a big reunion. Like new friends that I made through the streaming party. Um, it was a huge reunion. People that I met in Vegas was in there. Like it was so like Jack, Scarlett O'Hara. Um, I can't even think of who all was in there, but I was just like, whoa, this was just yeah, it was fun. It was really really fun. Like I saw you made it Thriller 80s. Like I was like, oh my goodness, I finally see her up in here. You might have been in another one, but I can't remember. Uh, and then Taj out of nowhere, Taj joined the party. Taj was up in there with us too. I was like, yo, what? Like this is a screenshot from uh somebody had posted it on Twitter, but that's where I got the screenshot from. It was just Melly, Prince, and Taj in there all at once, and we were just like, "Yo, like they're all in here." Like he came out of nowhere, and then I think Prince had got like kicked out, um, or I don't know if his connection or the app glitch, but he was just in the chat, like he was like commenting along. Taj was still on like the microphone and everything like that, but Prince was just in the chat. Everybody like every 5 seconds, where's Prince? Is Prince still here? Yes, y'all, Prince is still here. Yeah, I was shocked that he hopped on too, because he was like I said, he was on the one the day before, and I don't know if he just saw that she was live on there, but he hopped in there too. It was like a big grand finale of it all. Oh, but I wanted to play something because she brought up the fact that um the whole King of Pop title and everything, and the thing that Rolling Stone uh had said about Harry Styles being number one, and Prince basically shut it down, like with this one statement. Like he basically like shut the whole oh this new King of Pop thing down. Let me see if I can find a video. Okay, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it on my phone.
I feel like the King of Pop moniker is kind of cemented in history. I don't know if it can necessarily be transitioned again because of the technical and social factors that went into earning it. You know, now it's very easy to go viral. It's very easy to become popular. Back when he did it, when he was the most famous person on the planet in history at one point, the access to information was just not the same. The equality around the world is not what it is today. The societal infrastructure, such as like internet and everything like that, just frankly, it really didn't exist. And now it's so much easier to, if you will, to earn that title. I wouldn't be, I'm not saying that I am offended, but I wouldn't be mad if they came up with another title, King, whatever. But the King of Pop is something that's cemented in history, and I feel like personally reserved for Michael Jackson.
I agree with you.
I feel like the King of Pop moniker is kind of
so that's basically what he said. And when he said that, I was like going crazy over here. I was like, he put it into perfect words about why the title shouldn't be given to anyone else. It's just reserved for Michael, because during his time of kind of how should I say this? Establishing who he was as an artist. It wasn't equality. Michael even had a handwritten note where he was talking about how he would only see white artists on the cover of magazines, and they didn't want, black people on the cover and stuff like that. And he paved the way. So he made things easier for people. Yeah. So I don't know, to give someone who didn't have to work as hard as Michael, try to give him that title, which it wasn't even like Harry Styles' fault. I don't even think Harry Styles, wanted that. It's really Rolling Stone, and Rolling Stone has a history and everything like that. So I was like, snaps to you, Prince. So they ended up extending that last streaming party an extra hour to midnight East Coast time. And we got hype in the comments. We were just like, yes, yes. And even when they extended it the hour, Taj and Prince stayed with us like the whole time. It was the coolest thing ever. Um, yep, it was popping. It was popping in there. I'm so glad you had the YouTube post about Station Head. I was able to set everything up very easily. I had no iPad. Station Head. Oh, I had no idea what Station Head was until your YouTube post. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know what it was either. I didn't even know if I was gonna get it at first. I was just like, well, I can stream on my own, which that's true. I could have streamed on my own, but to have that experience of, you know, I don't know, listening with other fans and stuff like that, meet new people. I wouldn't have had that, we wouldn't have got to have that experience and everything like that. And I was trying to like tell everybody like try get Spotify Premium, get Spotify Premium if you can. Get like Apple Music Premium or whatever it is. Cause it was doing like free month trials. So like anybody could join us and all that good stuff. So I'm really glad that I joined that. And even the Renaissance one, I was like confused about that, but I'm glad I joined it anyway. It was just really, really cool. Yes, he was on the day before I missed that one. So when I joined the live with person, yeah, it was kind of like a do-over for people who missed the Taj one. And then I wonder if they actually saved, because I know she has said that I don't think they saved. Because the Station Head streams, I don't think they say, I don't think she ever got it back. So the Station Head streaming parties actually record and save like up to 5 hours. And you can listen to the replay of it, but I don't think it's saved for her. Dang, like that really sucks, because all it is just like I only have the memory of it and like screenshots that I do have, and like that one screen recording that someone took that I just played for y'all. Hold on, there was one comment. I really gotta star these. I sadly slept through all the press. Yeah, I'm trying to like remember for people who missed it, anything I missed. Prince also he told that story of when him and his siblings saw the short film and everything. I guess, Michael had told them that he actually transformed into like the werewolf or the zombie, and they really believed him and everything like that. That was pretty funny. And he was talking about basically Thriller Night and talking about Hill Los Angeles Foundation and kind of like how like what they do and how he wants to kind of like expand the services or like the opportunities from people who benefit from the Hill Los Angeles Foundation, like the kids and stuff like that. So that was also a thing. I can't remember what else. If y'all were in there, let me know what else he said. His graduation night in full effect, even the after party. Yo, I was so sad when it was ending. When like the whole, I don't know, that last party when she said I'm extending it 1 hour. I'm like, yes, 1 more hour with the people. It was so cool. Oh, another funny thing is that we were at like 150 plus. And that was a really big deal because, like I said, 150 streams equals one single sale. And people were leaving. I was like, if y'all don't stay in here, like, why are y'all leaving? Please stay. Like, even if you gotta leave, cut your volume down. Like if you have to leave the room, cut the volume down and leave it playing so we can count you for that stream. And Prince was like, why y'all leaving? Like, it was so funny. He was like, why is everybody leaving? Like, why aren't y'all staying? And I'm like, y'all better stay. Y'all better stay. And I don't know. It seemed like the more we were trying to get people to stay, they kept leaving. And then at me with my dramatic self, I requested Marlon Jackson don't go. And I was like, hopefully this will make them stay. Hopefully they don't go. But yes, it was funny. They still didn't listen to Prince. Like, how y'all not gonna listen to Prince? He's Prince. Y'all better be coming back. Yo, how do you remember that he said that word for word? I think that's what he said. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have the screenshot somewhere. I'm sorry. There's a lot of, I'm trying to like find the comments. I talked to my vendor here at work today. He said as soon as he finds out info on Thriller 40, he'll let me know. Here at Walmart, we always have something different. I want to buy a few for a Vegas event. Oh yeah. I was thinking about, I don't know, maybe doing a giveaway or something like that. For quite a few reasons. Kind of, simply for the Thriller 40 Thriller Challenge. Everyone worked hard. And also, my 1 year for like this whole Invincible Jackson thing came up a couple days ago. It actually passed, and I missed it. I was like, hold on, how long have I been on here? And I went and looked. I was like, oh, I've been here over a year. I missed the 1 year anniversary, but I'll get into all that at the end. But if you guys are going to the Vegas birthday celebration for MJ1 next year, Jack hosts he's planning on hosting an event, for the fans to get together and everything. And I don't know, just kind of have some fun. And it's always nice to actually be with fans in person, because it's like you find people who are like you, who have, same music taste, who show the same appreciation as you. So definitely be on the lookout for more information about that. That'll be really nice to see happen. You said, I don't know if I showed this yet, 180? Was it like 180 people in it? 180 people? I can't even remember. Like a lot was going on. Like I was lacking sleep that week. I would literally sleep maximum maybe 6 hours. I think one day I only slept for 4 or 5 hours. And I went into work. I had the worst headache. I was like, oh my goodness. And, I'm streaming all throughout work. Got this little earbud in my ear, hurting my ear. But I'm like, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's just for 7 days. I can do this. I can get this done. You fell asleep at 10. Well, like Eastern Standard Time, it ended at 12 a.m. But like for my time, which is the Midwest, it ended at 11. 10:40 to be exact. I heard Walmart and Target will have different versions, so you have to keep an eye out. Woo! I think I ended up talking myself into getting both the Walmart and Target releases, simply for the fact that, I don't know, like, I always say I'm just a fan who collects. I'm not a collector, but I have collector tendencies, where I want like different versions of everything now. So I don't know. Thank you. Yeah, I actually started my whole Invincible Jackson's journey November 3rd last year. I made my very first post. And then February of this year, that's when I decided I started doing videos. I never would have, like, even back like last November, I was like, that would be cool to do, but I don't know if I have like the resources or the right setup and stuff like that. And then people, if you know me, I just work with what I got. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just do it. So I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I'm here now, like doing this, because it's it's really taking me out of my comfort zone. I'll be getting both as well if they're different. Yeah, the Walmart is gonna have. Oh, I should have some pictures on here for y'all. I'll probably show y'all on my phone. It'll probably look crazy, but I'll show y'all. The Walmart is gonna have an alternate cover. It's gonna have from what I see, I don't think they changed it yet. It has like this alternate cover, the picture of him holding the tiger, which the original album cover doesn't have, and it also has um the old font on it, the one that we the one that we really didn't like in the beginning. Um I don't know if they just couldn't change it because they already like pressed and made the records and everything like that, because I don't know, to me it's not a cohesive look to the CD, um the new CD cover, or like slip cover or whatever. The the Target one is going to have a slip mat. It's going to have the regular cover, I think regular font like as the original Thriller album, and it's going to have this vinyl slip mat that you can put on your record player and put your vinyl on while it spins. And on the slip mat, it has that font, that same font from the beginning that they were using. And that's why I was like, do I really? I don't know. Do I really want all this? Because I don't really care for the font, and I plan to display this stuff. Will it good? Will it look good for the display? But like I said, I'm not a collector, but I collect. Yes, I do collect things. I have collector tendencies. Yeah, I think my collector tendencies are overriding my artistic perspectives on fonts and everything. And I just may get it. It'll be the last thing I spend money on for a minute, because there's a lot going on next year regarding Jackson's events and stuff like that. But yeah, so not that font. So as far as like charts and everything like that, Amazon, it did really well on Amazon. So the first picture, it overall for like Amazon bestsellers, it peaked at number 2. At some points before the challenge, it was at number 1. It was like the highest selling song on Amazon overall. But the astronaut, I think it was like by a K-pop singer who had like released it the same night that the Thriller challenge started, which, you know, kind of stumped us a little bit, I feel like. That song was at the top. So the middle one is pop songs. So overall pop songs, Thriller was number 1. And it's outdoing new people like Lizzo. It outdid the Monster Mash. Thank God, because folks would sit up here really trying to sabotage this and play Monster Mash. Come on now. Y'all really be sitting here bumping Monster Mash? No, let me not get into people's musical loves and stuff like that. But Thriller is definitely better than Monster Mash. That's how I know that we were trying to be set up. And over here to the very right, this like smaller picture, Thriller was actually number 1 overall like bestseller in the UK. It went pretty far in the UK. So, and it was over Taylor Swift. Oh wow, and Rihanna. Wow. I drove to a coworker's house just to get the first to go on Amazon. The dedication. Because gas is no joke right now. Gas is no joke. So for you to actually go and like, you know, drive all the way to their house to get them to do it, dedication. Dedication right there. So on iTunes charts, it was a lot of fluctuating. This is where it peaked on Halloween. Halloween, it had like its highest peak. The regular Thriller single from the album went to number 7, like I said, and then the 2003 edit was at number 12. The morning after, it plummeted. It just dropped. I was like, oh my goodness, y'all, please. And I feel like we had a lot of help from like people streaming it maybe at Halloween parties, but I don't know. Or like we had also overall in general, we had more radio play for it probably. There was one radio station, it was called 97.3 The Boss or 93.7 The Boss. It was some radio station based in Texas. And they basically were like, we're going to help y'all out. We're going to play Thriller once every hour to help y'all out for the Thriller challenge. And I was like, that is so nice. What we actually have this radio support, it's crazy. And radio plays were it was also a big deal to help us out to get on the chart and stuff. Yes, The Boss. They had an app as well. And so when it would play on the app, you could thumbs it up, give it a rating, and you can hit this bell. So it'll notify you I think it was 10 seconds before it played. It'll send you a phone notification. Oh, Thriller's about to play. And so me and Scarlett O'Hara would hop on to the Boss app and listen to it so we can give it that radio airplay and be there for the listener impressions and everything to kind of boost those numbers. And we'll also do that in the Stationhead app. So we'd be like, The Boss is playing Thriller, and we would all go run over there and listen to it, and then go back to Stationhead. Stop, not the glitchy app. It was glitchy, but I'm trying to be nice because they really did not have to support us in that, and they really went out their way to do that. I know regular listeners of The Boss was like, why are they playing this still? Why are they playing this every single hour? Halloween is over. But oh well, because they really helped us out, and they're actually a big supporter of Michael's music. I think I missed it, but I want to say yesterday they did a Michael Monday, and I think they played Michael's music all day or something, or a good portion of the day. No, Amazon has the CD with the new sparkly slipcover. That's all I've seen. I think that's the only one they have. They don't even have a vinyl for it. Oh, I also ended up getting that audio file. It was expensive, but I was like, I'm not going to pass this opportunity up because this looks like it's going to be good, especially with sound quality and everything like that. Apple Music charted, peaked at number 1 over Monster Mash once again, over Taylor Swift, who's huge right now. And over the This Is Halloween song. And then Spotify, he hit his highest milestone, surpassing 37 million monthly listeners. He'd never done that before. And so we really helped boost him on Spotify because, like I said, a lot of the playlists were having different songs of his included to kind of break up the monotony of the Thriller song playing back to back and everything. So I remember I was hearing a lot of Ghosts. I was hearing Is It Scary, Blood on the Dance Floor, Bad, Beat It, songs from the Thriller album and everything. So overall, just from those playlists, we were boosting his general listeners and streams and stuff like that. The Jacksons as a whole, there was a lot of Jackson's music being played, like Janet songs. We had Jermaine songs. We had Jackson 5, Torture, This Place Hotel, that. A lot of that stuff was getting played. And so Billboard, what we were rooting for, what we were going for, we did not make it, not even into the top 10, unfortunately. On the far left, we have where the song peaked at or hit for that week. It was number 26, and it was a re-entry. Last year, it was at number 19. And I don't know, someone else said this too, and thinking about it, it's kind of weird the fact that it hit number 19 last year without any of this Thriller Challenge promotion and without us streaming it like we were this year. And for us to have all that this year and it not hit it only hit number 26. It didn't even hit like the top, like in the 15 like mark, or sorry, not even like in the top 15 or like at number 15 or anything like that. I don't know. That was just, it's kind of weird. I don't know. A lot of people were saying that we were being set up, and I kind of heard some tea, but it's kind of weird. So the picture in the middle, actually, the Thriller album hit number 19, like the album. It hit number 19 on the Billboard 200 chart. They said that was the highest it's peaked at in this century. Yeah. In the middle of the challenge, they were like, they switched up how radio airplay was gonna, like, I forgot what they changed it to. I'm new to this whole like charting stuff, the whole streams and everything, especially with streaming now with like, the internet, this new age of technology and all. I sound like a 50-year-old lady, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know, yeah. Like in the middle of the challenge, they like switched up on us. Something with the radio airplay stuff. And over here on the right, Michael is number 21 overall artist 100 chart. And if he's number 21 right now, I can't even imagine like where we could get him with this Thriller 40 release. It's going to be really cool. So even though we didn't even get in the top 10, because if we would have simply gotten to the top 10, he would have made history as having the most number one, or the most decades to have a top 10 single. So he would have went from like 5 to 6, because he's currently tied with some other singer for having top 10 singles in like 5 different decades and everything like that. So he's at the top, but he's tied. But if we would have got him to the top 10, he would have been at the top with that. Yeah, we really did. It really did feel like, not feel, we did have forces working against us. Something don't sound right. I don't know. In my heart, we did a great job. Considering like for that entire week, it literally took over my life basically. So I really put in a lot of work. I was disappointed, waking up and seeing a tweet from Injustice for Some saying we didn't make it into the top 10. Or we didn't even make it into the top 15, something like that. It was tough. But I'm so proud of everyone. Y'all did the dang thing. I know there was a lot of busyness. People was traveling for Thriller Night and everything. And then coming back home and trying to, run full speed into this challenge and stuff. So now Thriller 40. We have most of our songs. And in 2 days, we're going to have the last song. So they first announced Behind the Mask, then She's Trouble, Got the Hots, The Toy. I'm trying to remember how they did, what order they did it in. It's probably going to be out of order. Carousel, What a Lovely Way to Go, Sunset Driver, Starlight, and Can't Get Out of the Rain was the most recent announcement. We We all did a great job with All Odds Against Us. We really did. We really did. Like the way we had him on the different charts and everything, and how we got the Thriller album to number 19 on the Billboard 200. I forgot. I think they said the album has been on the chart, the Billboard charts, for like 500 something weeks as of right now. It's crazy. We still have a few years to get Thriller to number 1, so we will keep on trying until we do it. Yeah. We have a lot of time because we still got we even got a 45th anniversary. We got a 50th anniversary. There's still a lot that we can do. That's a good idea. Maybe we should do the Thriller challenge and do another one from the Thriller album that never made it to number 1, like Baby Be Mine. Yes. And Baby Be Mine and Lady in My Life weren't singles. They were the only 2 songs that weren't released as singles. So to like get one of the songs that had like, never even got released on its own to number 1, that would be really cool. Like that right there, that would be really, really cool. I think that's a good idea. I don't know who I could talk to about that. I don't know. Maybe I could tweet Injustice for Some. That's a great idea. Yeah. Yeah, frustrating. Very much. I think it was more so like disappointed than mad. It was just like, man, we did a lot, and for this to get less, to chart less than last year, that's tough. It's going to be Chicago 1945. I hear that one of Brad's it's catchy. So what he's talking about is the last song of what's going to be on the Thriller 40th anniversary second CD. Somebody had leaked, I think they had leaked a picture of the full 4 and 0 and all the songs on there, and Chicago 1945 was on there. It's also rumored that a song called Spice of Life is going to be on there. A lot of people wanted Hot Street and Nightline. I have no idea. I have no idea. It's on longer than 500 something week. It's been that, which is with the new format. Had weeks been counting it, it would have been longer. That's another thing I forgot to tell y'all about. So apparently they didn't start allowing songs to re-enter the chart until a couple years ago. So I read something on the Thriller 40 website where it said that even with the releases of Thriller 25 and what was the other thing? Hold on, let me find it. I gotta find it. Wait a second. It was an article somebody put out. It was a really good article. Uh-oh. Oh no. So it was, they said when Michael passed in 2009, everybody was playing his music. His short films was getting a lot of, being played a lot on television and everything like that. And with the release of Thriller 25 in 2008, it could have charted even higher. It could have, it could have got to number 1, but they wouldn't let re-entries onto the Billboard chart until recently. I think Buffalo Bill. I want to hear a lot of songs because I haven't heard Buffalo Bill yet. We need to get these songs trending on TikTok. That would be a big push. It would, if we can get some sort of like dance going or some dance routine that people could do. That would really push it. If we, I don't know, this was our first try at this. I still think, even though it was our first time, we did like a really, really good job. There's a lot of things that we can do like next year and years after to try to do something like this again. Yes, somebody did a whole equation to figure out what the last song was going to be. Like they did math, they did measurements, they did equations, like how much space between each song on this Thriller 40 graphic was going to like was in between the songs next to it. And somehow they came up with Nightline. Somehow they came. I need to go find that tweet because that was just insane. Oh my goodness, where is it at? I don't have it on here. I'm gonna find it. Yeah. So somebody did a whole equation. Well, it's in Spanish. After doing the most exact calculations in the world, I came to the conclusion that Nightline fits perfectly and looks very nice in the space of the last song for Thriller 40. Literal math equation. How? How do you have the time? How? They did formulas. They put notes. The decimals correspond to the space between the letters. I just, wow. I don't know. That was just mind blowing. And then they like put Nightline in there. It fits. It fits, but that Chicago 1945 one that I've seen, it fit as well. So nobody knows. Nobody knows what it's gonna be. It could be Chicago 1945. Oh, so Bronca told you that? Okay. So something else. I saw a tweet. They said Quincy Jones and Michael had like made at least 50 songs and like to consider for the album, and like where are they all at? Are they just in the vault and they're like slowly gonna release them, or I don't know. Okay, child, my 3 years of Spanish class really worked. So my personal opinion, I would take out Sunset Driver, because Sunset Driver was originally intended for Off the Wall. I know they said it was re-recorded to consider it for like the Thriller album. So I think I mean, if there's a chance that it sounds different from the one that we've heard before, okay. I mean, I guess it could stay. Can't Get Out of the Rain. Can't Get Out of the Rain don't even belong on there. Like someone did a whole Twitter thread because what the estate was saying was like they were saying that it was written by Quincy Jones and Michael. It was considered for the Thriller album, something like that. But I guess what the backstory is, it was written by somebody else. And y'all know You Can't Win. It was written for the Wiz out. Not even the soundtrack album. It was just written for the Wiz, and it was released shortly after like the movie premiered or something. And it was a part of the You Can't Win disco extended version. And Rocky! Oh my gosh! Thank you for being here. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting like all these people to be up in here. This is so awesome. So they took the end of the part, like at the end of the extended version where he's like, can't get out of the game or whatever. They took that, and I think the part where it comes in where Quincy and Michael wrote the song is that they changed it to "Can't Get Out of the Rain" instead of "Can't Get Out of the Game." And according to Quincy Jones, the song was never intended for the album. It was supposed to just be for a B-side of certain singles, and it was for the Billie Jean single, "The Girl Is Mine," and I forgot what the other one potentially was. But they were saying it was at the end of the. It was supposed to just be for one of the singles. I don't know. This whole rollout has just been weird. Oh wait, what? Songs in the vault. John said that the fans want everything released, but if they did that, then there wouldn't be any material left for years down the line. Yeah, they've been saying that. Oh, why don't you like Nightline? I used to play Nightline like crazy when I was younger. I mean, a lot of fans have said that they don't want they're upset because we've heard certain songs before. Like certain songs that were leaked to YouTube, like Nightline and Behind the Mask, like Michael's demo, Got the Hots and everything. But it's never been officially released. And I know me, like as a person, I would like to be able to have certain songs like on Spotify to where I don't have to go to YouTube and play it, and you have to keep your screen on to listen to it and stuff like that. Where you can just, play it and it can finally count for streams and stuff. I don't know. That's just me. Carousel, we've also heard a lot. I heard there's a different like extended versions of it or longer versions. If there's a version we've never heard and that's the version that they're going to include on this new CD, that would be awesome. However, if it's the same one we heard before that they released, they can keep it, okay? I don't want it. As far as the toy, She's Trouble and What a Lovely Way to Go, I haven't heard those. I think I heard She's Trouble. Well, I think I've heard She's Trouble. I just can't remember what it sounds like. Starlight, like I said before, it feels right to have Starlight on there because, that became the short film. It became Thriller and everything. You've heard, how you hear all the songs? You heard The Toy? You've heard What a Lovely, oh, I forgot. It was on, he did mention that song on the 93 deposition, never mind. I heard Can't Get Out of the Rain, heard Can't Get Out of the Game. Carousel, heard Got the Hots, heard Starlight. I like it. I just heard it before. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's just a lot of things, a lot of different things that they could do. I'm waiting for Hot Street. That's my favorite demo of the Thriller era. I'm telling you, Hot Street could be that song. Hot Street could be that song that could get him on the charts. It's just so catchy. It's catchy. Like you, kind of how like Beat It is for me. A lot of people say Beat It sounds repetitive. Like I remember like seeing people saying it on TikTok. Oh, Beat It's good, but it's like repetitive. But it's like a good catchy in my opinion, and that's kind of like how Hot Street is for me. Like you just can't get the song out of your head. throughout the years you run into. True. Some of my coworkers never heard any of these songs. They just know the original songs on Thriller. So it's just the diehard fans, man. Casual fans don't know any of this. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I mean, I guess you, like I said, you can't really get mad at them for releasing the songs that ended up leaked on YouTube. Because I mean, they didn't release it before. But for songs like Carousel, Can't Get Out of the Rain, and Sunset Driver, if it's not like different versions that we've never heard before, I mean, that's where it's like, okay, like, let's switch this up. The estate is actually doing Thriller 40 events. So I know a lot of people are planning to go, and they're free. They're actually like free and everything. So the one that a lot of people are talking about is the New York City immersive event. It's a 3-day immersive event designed to fully transport attendees into the world of the iconic Thriller album Thriller, with specific track-focused experiences, interactive elements, and social and photo opportunities throughout, all to ensure an unforgettable experience for both new and diehard fans celebrating the 40th anniversary of the world's best-selling album of all time. It'll be from Friday, November 18th to Sunday, November 30th, and the address is at the bottom. So that's going to be happening in New York. And they're also doing one in Dusseldorf, Germany. So same thing. I think those are the only 2 locations that they're doing it at. Yeah, and it's free. So I was like, ooh, I would really love to go, but I'm trying to save already. I would have had to request time off a long time ago. It sucks that they're doing it kind of this short notice. Like, I wish it was like farther out when they announced it, because maybe more people could plan to go. And also, like, when we looked at the schedule, it only looked like 30-minute sessions. I don't know for the time. So yeah. I also heard, I think at this one they're gonna show the 4K version of the Thriller short films. So like the Thriller short film, Beat It, and Billie Jean. I know they had mentioned it at the beginning of the year in an email when, we were all complaining about the cover. They're like, yo, focus on these things. We're going to be releasing 4K version of short films. So I think from what I've seen, they might do showings of those at least at the Dusseldorf event. Yeah, that's another thing. Okay, they're also doing the screenings. They're going to do one in LA for the Thriller 40 documentary. But they don't have a registration yet. They're doing one in London, Toronto, Canada, Mexico City, Mexico, Sydney, Madrid, Amsterdam, Manila, and Seoul. And then they're going to do fan event parties. They're going to have DJ sets, midnight playback, screening of the short films. Or maybe that's what's the screening of the short films in 4K. I don't know. Themed food and drinks, competitions, giveaways, and much more. Man. I wish we could have this. I wish we could. It's going to be in Milan, Italy. Bogota? I hope I said that right. Buenos Aires, Taipei City, Paris, Stockholm, Victoria, Hong Kong. I didn't even know that was a place. Okay. Santiago, Chile. Lima. I'm sorry, I could be saying these all wrong. But yeah, it's going to be like in different cities around the world. I think that's really cool that they're doing them in different cities, in different countries and everything. But it's just, I don't know. I wish they could have some like in the US, maybe like one in California, New York or something. That would be cool. Oh, they're doing it for mass appeal. This is not for diehard fans, so I understand. I know it, but still, it's like, please, can y'all remember us? Can y'all remember us? The people who've been here at least for a little while, you know? And I remember seeing like this kid, and you know, they're fairly young, they're fairly new to being like a fan and everything. They were like, oh, this is my first like, you know, release since I've been a fan. And I remember my first release since, you know, when I was a fan and everything. And this whole rollout is just not good. I don't know. To me, it's not fair because I know, like, even, you know, fans before me, they've experienced so much better. But even after Michael's passing, we had better rollouts and promotions for things. And so for them to not be able to have even that good of quality that we previously had, I don't know, it just kind of sucks because I know there could be better. You can probably do November 30th in LA. It's a Wednesday and I'm off on Thursday and Fridays. I hope you can go. Hold on, let me see, because this is an old screenshot. Let me see if they have anything. I don't know. Let me see if they like updated it. Nope, they still don't have any information about the LA one. I wish I could go to LA or NYC for the doc showing, but too short notice. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, people have the, you know, people have the funds to go. From what I've seen, it's just that time off and work scheduling and trying to work things out. Wait, sorry y'all, I didn't win the Powerball. I have to let y'all down. I'm doing price changes at work listening to this. Some lady being nosy trying to eavesdrop on what I'm listening to. Promote Thriller 40. Oh no, they don't. Oh no, I don't think they have a doc showing it. No, they only have it in these cities on the left side picture. The only one that's in the US is the Los Angeles one. And they still don't have information on that. Oh, I'm late reading your comments. I'm sorry. The LA and US is yeah. They haven't opened registration yet for LA. They better, because some people is traveling for this. I've been for 40 years, yeah. Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that, please. Because I would really love to. I would, man. Man. I wish I could go. Oh, man. Like, I don't know why we don't have any fan event parties here. That would be nice to have. But I'm thankful all the MJ stuff I had to do. Nothing topped my 3 visits to Neverland and Havenhurst while MJ was here with us. I didn't know you went to Havenhurst while Michael was still alive. That's why I decided I didn't go to Thriller Night. Oh, what happened with that? Because I thought you were going. I mean, you only live once. There's only 140th year, girl. LOL. And let's see what change I have. I do have a passport. Let's see if I can fly to one of these. No, I'm playing. I wish we did have something like some sort of party at least here. And we need more information on this whole documentary because, like, are they going to show it on TV? Or is it because they said a one-time only screening? And I don't know if that means that they're only screening it one time that day, like theater type thing, or if it's just. No information because it's going to sell out fast. Oh, you talking about the California? Man, I just hope they do stuff for like the other albums though. The only ones that we really got special anniversary albums for is, like maybe it'll give us a chance to have more events. Since a lot of us can't go to these. Like we only had Thriller 25. We got Thriller 40 now. We only had Bad 25. We had Escape, but that's not really like an album anniversary. Same with the Michael album. I wish we could have stuff for Dangerous anniversaries. History. Did you go to Thriller Night any of the other previous years? And Invincible. I don't know why they didn't do anything for it. Well, they typically do stuff for the 25th anniversaries of things, so maybe they're just waiting for Invincible 25, but that would be dope if they could do something for that. That's for that. That's that with Thriller 40 and everything. One screen. One time only screen in a theater. Okay. Hopefully they put it on TV or something. So, oh my God, I forgot what I was going to tell you. Oh, so the homie Scarlett O'Hara showed me, okay, you guys know that magazine that's been going around that everyone's getting from like their local grocery stores and all that. It's on Amazon now. Like they had it on Amazon, but it was sold by like a different like an independent seller. So it was about $20 at the time. Then it sold out. And then they put it on eBay, but they hike up the price of it. They have it on Amazon for about like $14 USD. So y'all better go get one of those. It's these ones if you don't know what I'm talking. Oh, where's the camera? Sorry, the ring light is in the way. Actually, I'll pull up the picture for it because I don't even know where to. I probably have to like email myself the picture. Hold on. Or actually, I'm gonna just pull it up on Amazon so y'all know what it's called. I don't even know what it's called, but I'm gonna try and find it. This is magazine called. It's literally called Michael Jackson's Thriller. What? Oh, found it. This one right here. They have it in stock on Amazon for $14. So I literally had went to Target one night because I was like, "Ooh, I want to see if they have it," and they didn't, and I was like heartbroken. So I still have yet to read it, but I thought it was going to be like a regular magazine and may include like a page, couple pages talking about the album, but the whole magazine is talking about the anniversary. Yeah, I hope they put the documentary on TV and on DVD. I will get it on DVD if it's good. Still haven't seen it. They don't even have it at like your Walmart or anything, or MJ Vibe. I know MJ Vibe did an article on it, and then they linked the first Amazon listing for it, and that sold out with the quickness. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking about potentially doing a giveaway. I don't know if it'll be like this month or next month. Um, just to, I don't know, show my appreciation because I don't know, you all have been like super duper nice and supportive and stuff like that. And I don't know, I just wasn't expecting all this. I just kind of came into this thing like, I'm just going to put this out there. I love rambling about the Jackson family. And whoever listens, whoever be there is meant to be there. You know what I'm saying? It could be like 5 people. We could have like a 5 group. You could be like a little tribe or something like that. But it was way more um, than I was expecting. So thank you guys for that. I got 2 of the magazine over the weekend. Yeah, like literally, this one guy. He like lives in the UK. They can't even get it because it's not on Amazon. Like on Amazon UK. So he looked on eBay and they were like hiking up them prices. I don't even know like where to find it. How long do I think it'll be? Maybe 2 hours. I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours. Well, that range. I would hope it's long because they're saying, oh, 2.5. 2.5. Oh, they better have some footage up in there. Got one from Amazon local store. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting another copy. I just might get another copy. Because, I mean, I don't know. It was cheaper than that what they were listing it at first. And I wasn't, something told me to wait. Something told me to wait to see if they would list it on Amazon, but I didn't know for sure. I was just about to let it go and be like, whatever. I guess I just won't get it. Buying all this stuff for your Christmas party. I would like to go to a Michael Jackson Christmas party. That would be awesome. Almost by the magazines. I hope they got it. I really hope they got it. Shoot, there was something else. Oh, before I forget, not this Friday, next Friday, November 18th, is when the Thriller 40 album will release. And they're going to do Stationhead parties starting that day. And I think they're going to do it for a week. And they'll have like more information on that. Check out, I'll of course like try and post about it and stuff on Instagram and stuff like that. But check out Injustice for Some on Twitter, and you can find out information there. I know Melly for Justice has already like planned one for November 19th for the second day. And I don't think we have like a goal or like trying. I think we would like to get it to number 1, but from what they said, it's just to like show appreciation and have fun with the music and everything. They were the same price. Yeah, these people online, I don't know what they're doing hiking up the prices. They know it's high demand. Oh, they have 3 hours. You gonna get all 3 of them? You better get them. You only got 2 copies at the store. Oops. Yeah, I don't know if they're like just in the US or what, but I've seen a lot of people get them at their local grocery store. I'm gonna be mad if they had it at Walmart. I'm gonna be so mad if they had it at Walmart and I went out of my way, like all the way to Target to go get it and they didn't even have it. I can't rely on Target for nothing. I remember trying to go look for that Janet Essence magazine, the one where she was on the cover recently. And I went to Target because I remember everybody was saying, "Oh, I found it at Target." No, in my city, they didn't have it at Target. But that day, ironically, when I went to go look for it, I went to the vinyl section because I was like, I don't know, let me go check the vinyl section. And they had like a Janet, they had, what is it? The number one's vinyl with the translucent red records and stuff. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, they didn't have it, but they got this. And then I was like, oh shoot, like I have too many records and I need to put them somewhere. So I was like, let me go to Walmart this evening to go get a tub. And so I went to Walmart to go get the tub. And I was like, let me just check the magazine section just in case. And they had her magazine at Walmart. Walmart always come in clutch. So if I did not go to Target, I would not have seen that vinyl. Then I would not have been like, oh my God, I need a container. And then I would not have went to Walmart and got the like the magazine or whatever. Targets don't have it. Got them at Kroger's. You know, our version of Kroger is Dillon's here. I might have to check that out. I might. Getting all 3 in my cart as we speak, as you should. It's by Harry Styles and Eminem magazine. The irony. The irony. I think that's all the information I have for y'all today. Yeah, I think that was about it. So, anyone have like any news, anything that I missed, or something like that? Oh, I forgot. So I guess he started promotion for like Thriller 40 in Sweden, and then I guess not the estate, but Sony over there in Sweden had like released a commercial for it. And they're telling people at the end of it, like I was telling my friend earlier, I was like, so they're telling them to pre-save and like pre-add it now. But I'm like, how about pre-order it? How about telling them to pre-order it as well? You know, so we can get them sales and stuff boosted. But that's all. Let me know if I missed anything. If not, then that's it for today, for this evening. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I had lots of fun with the challenge. I'll be glad to look back at this, at this moment 5 years from now and be like, oh my goodness, I remember that challenge. It was so fun. Like I actually had my hand in that, trying to, help Mike make history and everything. Oh, of course. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Yes, we do always come in clutch. I manage it over the magazine section. Shows how much I pay attention to the magazine section. Oh, snap. It'd be cool. Would you ever do like could you ever move to the music section? That way you can know like, what's what they got. Cause Because I know like Walmart will every now and then will like replenish the music section, and they'll put out stuff like, what do they have? They always have like Thriller CDs, and then a couple months ago they had, that same day I got the magazine, the Janet magazine. I went and looked at the music section, they replenished it, and I got the Essential Michael Jackson CD. That's what it was. It was such an amazing time experience. I will never forget the Thriller Challenge. Yes. I will never forget it either. Like the lack of sleep was worth it. The few dollars I spent on the singles was worth it. Trying to come up with 5,000 passwords and stuff for music streaming stuff was worth it. It was worth it. It was all worth it. All right. Well, I'm signing off. And thank y'all for joining me. And I'll see y'all next time. I have some more Thriller content coming at y'all for the anniversary. And download Stationhead. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting stuff. I'm terrible at this. That's why I have to write stuff down. I have made a Discord. It's in the description box. If you haven't joined it yet, what are you saying? So if you haven't joined it yet, it's in the description. Wireless. Oh, okay. Photo Lab Wireless. Okay. So yeah, it's in the description, like I was trying to say. And sorry, I get like sidetracked. The link to it, the invite link that's in the description it's only gonna last for about 5 more days, and then it expires. So I have to like send out another one if you want in. But like send me a message, and if you want to get on there, let me know. Yeah. And wireless, that's why I'm giving me info on the line. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. I used to run electronic at Target and got to see and hold all the things, games, movies, CDs before they're released. So much fun. How much does Target pay? No, let me not. And good night. I added to this one. Good night. I try to keep everyone updated on the Discord as much as possible. And yeah. All right. Peace out. I promise this time it's the last time. All right. Bye, y'all. Thanks for joining.